A man cannot run forever. 2 hours up the coast from Los Angeles, Richard Kimball has found a place he thinks is safe. Here in the early mission town of Santa Barbara, wearing the name Jeff Cooper, he has begun to put down roots. A man on the run must sooner or later become tied to a town. The look on the face of a girl, the touch of her eyes. But there may always be the doubt. What has he left behind? A footprint, a careless word, a remembered image in the eye of a stranger, a match. What can they track him with? If he's tired enough of running, he will put the doubt aside.
Fine.
Oh, say, I could study hairdressing.
Get used to it, will you? Going sailing?
Are we racing the dinghy? It's Sunday.
All right.
Why the smile, Richard?
Because we're going to race your sailboat? Because I found a town to live in? Because I quit running? Because Gerard hasn't tracked me down by now, and for the first time I'm wondering if he ever will. Because of all that and you.
You unpacked all these weeks it's been sitting here. I was hoping you'd unpack.
I never want to have to pack again.
I never want you to have to pack again.
Sales. That's all.
That's all. Kimball left in your visitor's room upstairs.
Doctor's an interstate fugitive, and he's got the guts to walk into the L.A. County Jail just for a look at a prisoner?
He's tired of running. He read somewhere that you'd arrested a one-armed man for an assault on a woman.
Sounds as though he believes in his one-armed man.
There could be another explanation.
What's that?
Trying to get a look at this one so as he could frame him.
Well, yeah. Well, he's probably far gone by now.
I wonder. He saw me yesterday. He knows I'm on the coast. He knows I'll think that he's taken off for Baltimore or Oshkosh or Miami or someplace. But suppose, just to cross me up, he stays on this coast. Gets a job selling marine hardware, working around a yacht club, or maybe making sales for boats.
He doesn't have to be working around boats at all. He could have picked up a book of matches on a fishing pier.
I want to check it out. I'll teletype for clearance to stay over.
Look, tomorrow's Monday, and tomorrow I can check with the match manufacturers. Are you sure you want to start today?
I'd like to try. How many yacht clubs are there around L.A.? How many sailmakers?
Oh, I guess between San Diego and Santa Barbara, there must be half a dozen. I suppose a half a dozen sailmakers. And you want to check them all?
I don't want to check any of them. I want to go home and go fishing with my boy, but I have to check them all.
I'll get you a list. But a match, that's a pretty thin lead.
Well, that's all I have.
a speck of dust around the sails. This desk. Look. Receipt for sailmaker's thread. Dated 1931.
He knew sails and rigging. And he knew people, too. Come on, I'm gonna take you sailing.
Hey, I'm sorry, Ray. Jeff and I are racing the dinghy today. He's down entering us now.
Jeff, I thought he was leaving.
He's staying, Ray.
Now listen, Karen, I understand. Believe me, I do. And I like it. But you know how I feel about you, and I'm not letting you go by default.
It isn't by default, Ray. I just love him, that's all.
Now, look, I'm going to cut down my practice. I'm going to have time to live like a human being. I haven't sailed my boat in 2 months. And I'll make time for you and for me. It'll be like it was, Karen.
I'm sorry, Ray.
Honey, this guy is a rolling stone. You said so yourself. He even admitted it the day Lars died. When he leaves, he's going to hurt you, and I won't have you hurt.
He's not going to leave. You never have to leave. He won't.
Doctor, they need you at the Coast Guard pier
Why?
for an identification.
On who?
The Coast Guard finally found some debris off San Miguel. The Paloma. She hit a rock. They found the body, too.
Pedro Rodriguez.
They think so.
What do you mean they think so?
Sharks.
Hurry, Ray. They'll have to know. Oh, Eric. Pedro's wife, what'll she do?
I don't know. Well, vis de lever av havet vil de du under det.
If you live off the sea, you'll die under it. Lars didn't believe that.
But it's true.
He wasn't afraid of the ocean, even for me. Remember the life raft he got me and called it my first boat?
The Big Apple. I thought he was crazy to give it to you. And when you'd sail it past the breakwater, once I took my shoes off, I was going to be the big hero.
And then Lars used to say you saw the no swimming sign. I'm sorry, Eric.
When I was a small boy and the Nazis were in Norway, and you did not do what the sign said, you know what maybe would happen?
I know, Eric.
You do not know.
All right, I don't know. Listen. I want to talk to you about Jeff.
He wishes still to stay?
He's going to stay, Eric.
No, he is not.
He is.
But who is he? Where does he come from? And when he is through with you, where will he go?
He's not going to be through with me.
I don't trust him.
Lars did.
Lars should never have taken him in.
He took you in when your own parents had to sneak you out of Oslo so the underground wouldn't catch you for turning in your own cousin.
I was a 12-year-old child. You understand? A 12-year-old child.
You're older now, but you're not my older brother.
No, I am not. But you treat me like a brother or like some lecherous old man. I am not. You understand? I am not.
Let go of me.
Karen, I am thinking only of your good.
Then leave Jeff alone. Lars told you to. Please, leave him alone.
Lars, what shall I do?
Well, never seen him. Let's see that match again. Well, it's more likely put out by a sailmaker. A place like ours, we only sell sails with boats, not just sails alone.
There's a sailmaker in Ventura.
One in the valley, too.
Yeah, I've been there.
And one in Santa Barbara. None after that, I guess, all the way to Monterey.
Ventura, Santa Barbara, Monterey.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
I wouldn't want to be that guy bucking the Sunday traffic up the coast.
I wouldn't want to be the guy he's bucking it for.
Good luck, Mr. Cooper. Mind the rocks, the wind, and the fog now.
Thank you.
Sharks, huh? Sharks. Hardly enough left to... Got a cigarette?
I decided to stay, Rick.
I know, Karen told me. Why were you leaving?
It doesn't matter.
All right. All right, but what happens if you change your mind again? Does she just stay here and bleed?
If I have to leave, it won't be my fault. I don't want to see her hurt.
All right, Jeff. All right.
This man, you're sure he's a sailmaker?
He's anything he wants to make himself.
What's he running from?
A death sentence for murder.
Thank you, Mr. Golden. Yes, everybody will miss him.
Yes. Now, with Lars gone, you'll probably be hiring another sailmaker, right?
Well, no, there's Eric and... Why, Mr. Golden?
Now, you be careful, because there was a policeman just here, a lieutenant from someplace in the Midwest. Now, there's a man maybe in the trade going around. He showed me his picture. He's a convicted murderer.
When was he there?
The lieutenant, he just left. Now, you be very, very careful who you hire, all right?
All right. Jeff? Jeff? Jeff?
What?
That man, the lieutenant, he's checking all the sail lofts. He's only an hour away. We have to go.
We?
Of course we.
You want to go with me? You know what that means, Karen? Anytime I leave a restaurant, I gotta go through my pockets to see if I've left anything behind. How did he know I was working in a sail loft? A match, I guess I left behind. I can't get a driver's license. I can't even get a fishing license. I don't know how many different jobs I've had. I can't even remember all the names I've used. You're not gonna live that kind of life.
I want to go with you.
Where?
But we can't just wait here.
I'm tired. I'm just plain tired. I'm through running.
I can't let him take you. I just can't.
Pedro. I wonder. Could you wave goodbye to me for a year? Could you do that?
Wherever you go, I want to go too.
If there's no other way.
I don't know. What are you thinking of?
You think I'd faked it if I just sailed out for no reason and capsized? But I'm in it in the race. If you thought I was falling behind, if I was carrying too much sail, if I was trying to catch up. Maybe there's a chance. Mind the wind and the rocks and the fog. This time of year, there's always the late afternoon fog, isn't there? The channel current never changes, does it?
Not at this time of year.
The wind's always down coast from the northwest.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna fall behind in the race. When they make that last turn, they won't be able to see me. So I'll just keep on going out and get lost in the fog. Later on, I'll capsize the boat and drift down the coast in this.
Jeff, this hasn't been in the water since I was 12.
Well, if it needs patching, I'll patch it.
And what about sharks?
I'm going to invite the sharks. I'll soak a life jacket in some blood. Get out of the fishing pier. Give me some of that cut-up bonita. Meet me at the dinghy with it.
Jeff, you can't. It's too dangerous.
When they ask you afterwards, tell them you decided not to race.
It's too dangerous.
But if it works, Karen. If it works, we'll see if Gerard will chase a ghost. Go on.
Is that sailmaker's over there closed on Sunday all day?
Ask him, he works there.
You'll have a match, please. You work in the sail loft across the street. Is there anyone else working there?
We got an apprentice, sir.
Is this him?
Yes, only he's got black hair. Why, what has he done?
He's a convicted murderer. Where does he live?
Come with me.
Where's the room?
Upstairs.
There's your black hair.
Ride for a while?
No,
Right behind me. Now say goodbye.
no, there's room for two on the raft.
Can't even if we make it. You can't just leave people thinking you've drowned.
Which people? Lars is dead and I don't care about Eric.
Come on, kid.
Jeff, please. 5 minutes late as it is, we'll be late for the start.
What's this?
That's the storeroom for canvas and dacron and line.
Where's he go Sundays?
Sailing, maybe.
All right, let's go down to the harbor. Could they be in that race?
Maybe. I don't know.
Where can I find out?
Well, over there at the yacht club.
Is Kimball, Jeff Cooper in this race?
Why, yes. Why?
Where could I get a motor launch to take me out there?
Is something wrong?
Where could I get a launch to take me out there?
Well, we have no power boats here. The nearest rental would be Watson's Landing.
That's 20 minutes away.
The race is almost over. Mr. Cooper will be back here before then. You might miss him.
She's right, Lieutenant.
All right, let's go down to where they finish. Thank you.
Last buoy, Jeff. Straight ahead into the fog.
Still not too late. I can let you out further down.
It was too late when you'd been here a month.
Can't see a thing from shore. 4 hours wasted. Captain, you gotta get me out there to find it. We can't just wait here while he gets away.
Get away with him, Karen would never go with him. They're just lost in the fog. Now we should go.
The answer's still no, Lieutenant. I want to give you every reasonable cooperation. But going out in this fog, even with all our equipment, we couldn't possibly find them.
Captain, the wind's coming up out there. By midnight, the channel westerly will swamp them. We've got to go out after them.
I'm sorry, Doctor. Lieutenant, not till morning. There's nothing we can do till morning.
This is worse than I figured.
There's one!
Good, keep him around. What are you doing? I'll do that. All set?
Jeff, or Cooper, or Lincoln, or Kimball, or any of the others. They're in that boat. They're all dead. They're dead and we're alive. So far.
Sharks. Blood.
It could be his.
We'll know in a few hours.
Wish it would lift. We could sure use some help from the flyboys.
Recommend course 155, sir.
Come right to 155.
Where are we heading, Chief?
Downwind and down current.
Why?
Well, the wind funnels down this channel every day the same, so does the current. Everything ends up right around here, Point Doom. But I'm afraid
Yep.
if the sharks got one, they got the other.
This clears, they'll send out search and rescue planes.
How far have we come?
I don't know, 15, 20 miles, maybe. I wish the wind hadn't died.
We'll make it, Jeff. I know we will. Jeff! Kelp!
Listen.
Breakers. They must be hitting the beach at Point Doom.
Let's hope it's the beach and not the rocks.
They must have gotten separated somehow.
This makes it worse.
Why did you go with him? Why did you go?
Because, Eric, I don't think you'd understand.
He was a criminal. He was no good. Why did you go with him?
Roger, Santa Barbara. Abandoning the search pattern at 0905 How. We have firm evidence for fatal shark attack. We're returning to Santa Barbara.
See, we picked up the dinghy here. We steamed downwind, found that second jacket right here. See, everything drifts downwind. The lighter it is, the faster. Like if we'd had a crashed plane instead of a dinghy belly up, the pilot been halfway to Point Doom on his raft by now.
A raft?
But small boat sailors don't have rafts.
Did she carry a life raft in that dinghy?
No, never before, but there was an old raft in the storeroom. Only yesterday it was gone, and the repair kit on the barrel. Maybe they took it. Lieutenant, maybe she is still alive.
If we find her in a raft helping a convicted murderer escape, she'll spend the next 10 years wishing she weren't.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Course 335, okay to Santa Barbara?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Lars. What have I done?
How about steaming downwind for an hour or so?
In This? What for?
I think they may have had a raft, an inflatable raft.
What makes you think that?
All right, Eric. Tell the captain what you just told me. I'll tell him.
Tell him what?
About the raft, Eric. Tell him about the raft.
What raft?
Eric, tell him about the raft.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. I think there's a raft. Isn't that enough?
Lieutenant, maybe your zeal is commendable. If you want, I'll commend it to your superiors. Unfortunately for us, however, dinghy sailors don't carry inflatable life rafts in their dinghies. Especially the kind of dinghy sailors that think they can race with the fog coming in and the chop making up. And I'm not risking my ship thrashing around unnecessarily in this fog.
Suppose they had a raft. They started from here. If you don't want to risk the ship, drop me here in one of these. I'd drift along the same course, wouldn't I?
Probably. But they had no raft, and I'm not dropping you. The lives of people aboard my vessel are my responsibility. That girl is dead, Lieutenant. So's your fugitive, whether you like it or not.
Look! The fog's clearing near the shore.
Hang on, here we go!
One of the midship rafts carried away, sir.
Carried away? Oh, no, it didn't. Stop all engines.
Lieutenant, you're on. Lieutenant, you won't make it. We know these waters. Lieutenant, you're on. Answer up. We're listening.
We'll search until dusk, an expanding search, and then we'll head back if we don't find them.
Find him? I can't even find the water.
I buried the raft. There's some traffic on the highway. So all we have to do is stick out our thumb and... What's wrong?
I wish that...
What do you wish, Kat? Wish you could tell Ray Brooks. You sorry you came?
Oh, no, Jeff. I'm the happiest girl in the world. Because you're free.
Tell headquarters we're heading back to Santa Barbara.
Aye, aye, sir.
Come left to course 300. All engines ahead 1/3.
Won't he quit? Won't he ever quit?
No, Jeff, please don't.
It's not cyanotic. No water in his lungs.
If I loosen this, it starts to bleed again.
You, go up the highway, stop somebody, call an ambulance.
And when it comes, what happens to you?
You go back to Santa Barbara. Anybody ask you, you tell them I forced you to come along, understand?
No.
No other choice, Kat.
There is a choice. Look, darling, he never saw us. You drowned, and I got ashore with a spare life jacket. I'll wait in Santa Barbara until it all blows over. You're just as dead, darling. And then, sometime, but not too long, you can let me know, And I'll go wherever you want me to, and they'll never find you.
Kimball. Kimball, let me take you in. I'm gonna get you anyway. Let me take you in.
You gonna be there when they strap me in, Gerard? You gonna have a front row seat?
No. But I'm going to bring you in someday. Stop running, Kimball.
Go, will you just go?
If she stays with you, if I stop somewhere and phone for help, what happens to her? Is she an accessory after the fact? Or is she just a girl that picked the wrong crewman for a boat race?
She's a girl who picked the wrong crewman.
The road north or the road east? For the moment, to Richard Kimball, it makes no difference. The road ends nowhere.